This is comparison demonstration of FM systems, the Motiva and the Comfort Contigo. Okay, Liz, you'd also told me that you'd like to be able to understand better when you go to meetings and to different presentations and those kinds of things. So I have a couple of FM systems I'd like to show to you. And the first one is going to be the Motiva, and then we'll go to the Contigo. But one of the things I really want you to know right up front is that you can't always just put a piece of equipment on, turn it on, adjust the volume, and have it work comfortably for you. Sometimes what you need to do is also adjust the volume of your hearing aid or your cochlear implant. And then sometimes even if you're connecting it to some other device, you have to adjust the volume on that device as well. Okay, starting out with the Motiva. First of all, FM works on a radio frequency band. So it's going to be broadcasting the same as a radio does, like over a distance. And the Motiva will generally broadcast up to about 150 feet. Going to depend a little bit on the structure of whatever building you're in and that type of thing. So since you've got a transmitter broadcasting to a receiver, we have two pieces here. And the first one we're going to look at is going to be the transmitter. And what you're going to see when we look at the top, all right, is we have a plug for a mic, and we're going to usually use that with a lapel mic. And we have an off-on switch here. We push down on that, and for about 3 seconds, and a green light is going to come on to show that it's working. And then we have a channel selector. This is the channel selector. This particular device works on a radio frequency bands that have been set aside by the federal government for their use. And you have to have the transmitter and the receiver on the same channel. Now, the neat thing about this is if you were to go to a conference and they're using an FM system in several different rooms, and you've got your receiver here, you have a way where you can tune to the same channel. With the transmitter, the tuner is on the top. Okay, this is the receiver. With the receiver, you're going to have to open up the battery cage. You're going to have to take a small little screwdriver, and you're going to have to go in here. It's a very tiny little space to make sure that it's on the same channel. So you could go from room to room, and as long as you know the channel they're using in each room, you could change the channel so that you could hear in that particular room. All right, so this works with alkaline batteries again, all right? And again, both systems going to give you at least probably about 100 hours. You know, generally I feel like I get even more time than that. You're going to use the same coupling devices that you know, the same options, and you can make a selection. And you already have the neck loop on. So why don't you go ahead and plug the neck loop into the plug with the headset icon. And I'm going to go ahead and are you on your telephone coil? Okay, and I'm going to just hold the lapel mic for right now. And are you able to hear me speaking through that? Okay. Now, one of the things is that generally you're going to have to instruct the speaker like on how to use the microphone. Go ahead.
I'm confused because I have a microphone here as well.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
All right?
So is that going to affect? Okay.
No, not really.
Thank you.
But I want you to make sure that I do come back to that.
Okay.
Okay? That's a very good question. So what you want to do here is have this mic placed about, you know, about that distance, 2 to 3 inches from a person's mouth, and just clip it on. Make sure that it's facing toward the mouth. Like if it's, you know, facing off this way and I turn my head this way in the opposite direction, it's going to be more difficult for you to hear. Mm-hmm. Okay, but you are hearing me comfortably. You have a volume control on the top, all right, and that one there, all right. You turn it on, and as you turn it on, you see the green light is coming on. Okay, all right, and so that is comfortable, right? Okay, now going back to this microphone here, you're going to be generally setting a great distance away from me. So this is an environmental mic. So let's say you're in a classroom and the instructor is wearing this particular microphone so that you can hear the presentation. Maybe a classmate asks a question, and hopefully they're close enough to you that you might be able to pick up that question with that environmental mic. Okay, now that's one of the purposes. The other beauty of this particular piece of equipment is that I can turn off the transmitter, okay, and hold it down. It went on standby. If you push down and let up quickly, a red light flashes. That means you're on standby. So if you push for like about 3 seconds, then the unit goes off. But you're still hearing me, right? Because you're picking me up through the environmental mic. So this device can be used as an FM system or as a personal communicator. So like with this particular FM system, it's like purchasing 2 devices in one, the personal communicator and the FM system. Do you have any questions about this device?
What is the range on this environmental microphone? Do I need to worry about people rustling papers next to me?
Okay. The environmental mic is going to pick up all kinds of sounds, and I can't really say the range because I think the range depends a great deal on your hearing ability, all right? Okay. And some people do very well with the environmental mic, and other people don't. That's why I really like, because you can use the directional mic again. You can unplug that, and use this particular one. But if you were to use this, even in a restaurant, you're going to hear, silverware clinking against the plate, different things like that if you don't have it close to the speaker's mouth. Go ahead.
I can always just remove it.
You can remove it. You don't have to use it with it in. Right.
Got it.
Okay? Okay. Any other questions?
That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Why don't we switch then to the Comfort Contigo? And you can just turn that one off. And you can keep your neck loop on.